Hello. I'll keep this one short. We'll just get straight into the match. Little background. So, this match is between Farmer Martin Burns and King Corn Karn. Martin Burns, in his first match of the bracket, was super impressive, and King Corn Karn was not. So I really expected this to just be a murder. I expected to watch a murder, and I didn't. I watched a very competitive back and forth match that I thought would have been great to showcase on TTWA Match of the Week. Also, Cat Tax, look at him. He's the commissioner. He's naked right now because he was sleepy. See, he doesn't wear his collar when he's sleepy. That's not true. He always wears the damn collar. Yes, you do, commissioner. Okay, to the match. At the match. I'll be real with you guys, for 2 weeks I've been really excited to see this Martin Burns match, because Farmer Burns is awesome. I really like this wrestler. This is a really interesting match dynamic, right? Because Martin Burns, great showing. Absolute, like, both of these two made their debut last time they wrestled, which was 2 weeks ago. They both had, like, zero expectations going into this, and Martin Burns exceeded all of them. Meanwhile, King Corn Karn did not. He seemed to be completely outworked in his match, and I think that's that's definitely what led to his defeat. Meanwhile, Martin Burns, I believe, won his match in just dominating fashion. So, and here's the thing, too, is that Martin Burns was a wrestler in the pioneer era of wrestling. Before wrestling had all of its fancy pyrotechnics and moves, and it was a grappling contest between two men. King Corn Karn obviously came up in the 80s. Originally wrestled in Nintendo Pro Wrestling, I believe is the name of the game. Martin Burns was able last week to kind of last time he wrestled, was able to circumvent his opponent, who was just using moves that didn't exist in the 1920s, and he was able to get around that because Martin Burns is a phenomenal wrestler. King Corn Karn, he's a lot more of a striker, which I feel like Martin Burns is going to have an easier time with. He just goes for a roll-up right away. No respect. Now, King Corn Karn did get knocked out. That's the other important thing to note. King Corn Karn did not get pinned. He did not submit. He got knocked out. Martin Burns doesn't really have a knockout style. He has a break you in half style, which, I mean, to be fair, King Corn Karn could get broken in half tonight. But he is just destroying Martin Burns right now. Now, let's see. I actually literally read about Martin Burns because he was so amazing in his match. He got really over with me. He died in the 1950s, so, like, he never even got to see Bruno. Like, that's how little this guy knows. He might have wrestled in an era where wrestling had a more legitimate vibe to it and wasn't so much considered working. He might have been, he might have went to the range and been a shoot wrestler. He might have, been around before wrestling saw the induction of the Goldust Trio, who revitalized wrestling by giving wrestlers something to work with. But I don't know. I mean, I'm just a commentator over here in character. As Martin Burns going crazy here. Beautiful hip toss on to King Corn Karn. This is where King Corn Karn did not want to be. He was doing good in the beginning, doing a lot of strikes. But King Corn Karn's now going to just start getting thrown around by Martin Burns, which is great. I'm going to be real with you. My favorite kind of wrestlers are just wrestlers who just throw people all over the place. One of my honestly favorite matches, this is really old Gorilla Monsoon match where he's just fighting this dude, and it's like if you last like 5 minutes in the ring with him, you get like $1 million or something, right? And Monsoon, literally the first like 3 moves are him just throwing him literally across the ring. It's amazing. It's on the network. But that's not what we're talking about here. Is King Corn Karn trying to go for some jumping kicks there. Is going to miss both of them. Martin Burns really really impressing here. We have not seen a breakout star yet in this tournament on both brackets. We still have a tie in bracket A for who is the we still have a tie in bracket A for who is the leader. That's what I want. Points leader. And I know we still have a tie here because well, no, Pillman did win his match. So Pillman would technically be the winner or the leader right now of bracket B, but he has one more match on everybody else. So as King Khan hits a Russian leg sweep there. Martin Burns just taking out limbs like it's his job, because it is. And he is just wearing down King Khan. Now here's the other thing, right? Strategy about King Khan. We saw him as he gets rolled up here. Is this going to be it? No. We saw King Khan get completely blown up, to lack of a better term. He was really, really tired in his match 2 weeks ago as he hits the Brock Lock, which is amazing. This would be a move that Fireburns would not know how to get out of. Well, I mean, he probably would, but he just wouldn't be familiar with it. He's hitting palm strikes right in the face of King Khan. So Karn got really tired last match as he hits double Mongolian chops. And this is going to be a lot slower paced of a match. So I think that's going to benefit King Karn. But as we're seeing, he can't go for grapples against Burns, who just gets in the center of the ring and just waits for Karn. And look, he is going for strikes here, and he's not hitting them. It's weird, because he has the reach advantage. He's bigger. As he hits this pile driver right on to Martin Burns. And in a camel clutch now, is Martin Burns going to tap? He just got dropped right on his head. No. Ooh, look at that armbar. That's vicious. King Khan able to use his strength to get out of it. So he has the reach advantage, but you gotta be careful about striking someone like Martin Burns, because you are giving them a limb when you do that. If like a simple just kick that he's been doing, he's just sticking his limb out to Martin Burns, and if Martin Burns catches that, it's basically saying, please ankle lock me, please armbar me. So a striker against something like Martin Burns, I mean, we've seen grapplers take down strikers before. Ip Man beating Balrog for the tournament title is one of those examples, as Martin Burns just relents and just starts punching King Khan. You gotta be careful, is what I'm basically saying. When you're wrestling someone like Martin Burns, who hits this move, which I love this move so much. If I ever start professional wrestling, I'm using that move. Oh, just ran right into the point of his elbow. That's gotta hurt. That hit him right in like the sternum area. As Martin Burns now getting the knee to the back of the head. And see, that's what King Khan needs. He needs to maybe attack the back of Martin Burns a little bit more. Do more pile drivers. Obviously, they're working out well for him as he gets snapmared. I mean, hey, I just said attack the back, and Martin Burns showed me up. Martin Burns is incredible. As King Khan goes for a roundhouse, and Martin Burns ducks under it, gets him in a submission hold. Now King Khan's going to get out of that. He's going to get to the ropes, but it took a minute for Guy Fieri to get over there. Martin Burns was waiting on that, as now he's just, King Khan's just dropping legs like it's nobody's business. Goes for a chop. Martin Burns goes for that roll up there. Martin Burns goes for a takedown. King Khan able to sidestep that. Gets locked into a headlock though. King Khan going to the ropes. Gets out of that. Ooh, big boot. King Khan misses though. Martin Burns has the reflexes of a cat as he just really digs into that headlock there. Probably not going to get a submission, admittedly, but it's going to wear King Khan out. It's going to cut his air off, and even if he's going to get that back when you let him back out. What was that? I thought that was going to be a submission. I think King Khan did too, and that's how we got the 2 count. That was amazing. A headlock takedown from Farmer Burns onto King Khan. King Khan actually, I really expected this to be a blowout. I'll be honest with you. King Khan did not impress me last match that he had here, as he kicks out at 2, but he's actually held his own against Martin Burns, and now Martin Burns actually looks tired here. Actually hits the bookend for some reason onto Martin Burns there. Gets snapmared for his troubles now. Martin Burns going to drag King Khan into the center of the ring. Knows that that's where he needs to be to pin him. Gonna go for this this roll up here, but I think King Kong Karn, yeah, King Kong Karn's been in that a couple times. Oh, another big boot, and this is what I was saying. King Kong Karn needs to rely on strikes. Oh, he almost had it. That was a belly to belly, kind of. I've never seen a belly to belly like that before, but it was one. Jumping chop. Now King Kong Karn's tired too. Martin Burns seemed to have got back his stamina. He was breathing a little heavy there for a minute there. And oh my God! He's still down at 3. No, he gets back in. He just kicked him right over that top rope. And Martin Burns is pissed. He just trips up King Kong Karn right there. Toe takes him down and just starts punching him. No, decides to go into a headlock. Maybe trying to get a submission here. Maybe he senses weakness in King Kong Karn, but no, King Kong Karn gets that rope break. Now King Kong Karn picking him up, and oh my God! Oh, moon stomp from Karn, and then knee drop to the head of Martin Burns. Something woke Burns up, and he gets vertical suplex to the outside for the second time, getting thrown to the outside by his opponent. He's stunned out there. And listen, in Burns' day, he's won this match twice by disqualification because he got thrown over the top rope. However, it's not how it works here. As a beautiful equalizing kick from Karn. Karn has something to prove, a chip on his shoulder after his performance 2 weeks ago, and he is going for it. Now here's this full Nelson, and that's locked in tight, and Karn's able to power out of it, able to break Farmer's hold just enough for Farmer to need to let go of it. Now Karn just driving Burns right into that corner. If you notice there, it was just strikes leading him into that corner where he had nowhere to go, and he gets the 3 count after that. Wow! What a match! I did not expect Karn to come out with that one. That was incredible.